These are getting more and more creative.
It's going to be different every time.
Every time. Till we get the intro and outro.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Hello to the AWC 2025 announcements. We have a lot of good things happening, but first let's get into what the AWC is. This conference goals are about bringing people together from all aspects of the writing and book making process. It will be an awesome opportunity to get inside the world of writing craft, traditional and indie publishing, and to connect with writers, authors, and professionals who all work toward adding great literature and knowledge to our world's depository. And my name is Devon. I write fantasy and steampunk with snarky female leads and a splash of romance. I'm also the founder of All Call Indie, which is a database of freelancers for indie authors, and the publicity chair for the Authortube Writing Conference.
Yay!
Who's
Which way
next?
go?
Clockwise?
Sounds good. Yes, Shanon can unmute herself and go clockwise.
I had left the screen, so I was like, where's my button? Where's the button? I need to take this off. Like, me? Well, I'm trying to look for it. Hello, everyone. I'm Shanon. I write under the name of SC Houston. I write about broken characters who face adversity to become better versions of themselves, and there may or may not be a dragon, but there's always love to find. And I'm also the 1/3 of the conference chairs here with Devon and Margaret, and also 1/3 of the Self-Publishing Tips and Tricks podcast, which we had an episode that dropped today. And Devon and myself and Rita, I don't know how to say her last name, Salinina. Yeah. We talked about Russell Nolte and Monica Leonel's book, Get Your Book Selling on Kickstarter. And so it was a really great discussion. It was really long. I had to cut down quite a bit, but it was still a long episode compared to some other ones, but it was a great one. And we had a great conversation. So did I miss anything? I think I have a YouTube channel. It's under the same name as me.
Yay.
Hi, I actually had to write this down. I'm Kat. I publish under the pen name of Cat Leo. I share the creative chaos that my brain likes to create. Sometimes it's not so creative. At Cat's Chaos Cafe, located in many locations. I spend most of my time over on Twitch. I'm really excited to be here and being part of the AWC volunteering again, and helping where I can.
Hooray. I'm working the chat, so I'll just catch up before I do my intro to anybody. This is the latest self-publishing tips and tricks link that Shanon referenced. And here is the Rita Slanina that Shanon referenced. Yay! So welcome, everybody. My name is Margaret PINARD. I'm a historical fiction author, so I think I'm the black sheep of the bunch. I am helping with recruitment, the recruitment chair for the AWC for 2025. Excited to be talking about applications opening today and a few other updates. So happy to be on Devon's channel, getting more people exposed to her channel. My channel is just called Margaret PINARD. Pretty easy. I do booktube and authortube stuff, and the most salient information is that I have a book coming out on November 30th. So if you want to pre-order and get goodies in your mailbox, now is the time to order. And 1830s Victorian Glasgow historical fiction. And I hope that is enough to entice you, because that's not the point of the stream. So on with the show.
But Margaret, would you mind dropping a link for your pre-order? Because I got your email and I could not figure out where to click to go get it.
It was missing.
Oh, okay. I was like, I want this, but I can't figure it out.
Yeah. You know, chaos.
Yes.
Do you feel called out there?
Yeah, a little bit. It's all right. You know what? The printers said that they have finished printing and they're shipping my books. So I'm going to get them in time for my first event,
Yay.
Which makes me just super happy. So nothing can go wrong now. Yeah.
Fantastic. Shall we go through the chat, or does anyone have any questions about what we are about to announce, aside from the open applications?
We just have people laughing with us. Heather's
Yeah,
here.
everyone's laughing with us.
Joe's here. Joe says he's going to submit. There's going to be a pitch session later, Joe. So if
Yes.
you want to like test out your idea, we would welcome that today. Leslie's here.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody. Feel free to submit a question with a cue, and I'll star it, and we'll address it at like little breaks in our outline for today. So,
All right. So with all of that, let's get on to what the applications are, what you can submit for details, schmeetails kind of thing. So multiple submissions are allowed, no premieres, live or hybrid presentations, because we want the Q&A session at the end of each. So if you're curious to know how it goes, if you haven't been to one of the conferences, you can jump over to the website and look up the past 3 conferences that we've had. Guest speakers. Did I miss them? Oh yeah, guest speakers is about 25 minutes minimum, with a 50-minute max, leaving time for a 5-minute Q&A at the end. Speakers will have a 10 minutes minimum to 20 minutes maximum, also with a 5-minute Q&A session. Speakers who have 500 subscriptions or fewer, give or take. And also consider if you have whether a panel is feasible for the allotted time, because if you have a lot of people for a panel, you may not have enough time to fit in all of the questions, especially at the end when everyone has questions. Speakers who do have 500 or fewer subscribers can apply for both speaker slots.
And don't forget that we did change it from a 20-minute time slot overall for speakers to 30 minutes, which is why we have that maximum of 20 minutes for speakers now.
Yeah. And we also have longer times. We start earlier on Saturday.
No, it's the same. We go an hour later on Sunday.
An hour later.
Yeah. So we built in a half-hour break after the speakers. Yeah, right.
it is wild, Eva. Yep.
Are we ready to like officially open the forms?
Oh, I
and drop some links?
Open.
Okay.
Where's like one of those noisemakers you swing around?
Yes.
Right.
I've got a bell.
There you go.
I was just thinking, does my kid still have his kazoo? Because that would be fun too. Put little streamers on the end.
I have a bell somewhere as well, but I think it might set them all off.
Sorry, I don't know if it's going to set your cats off. It sounds more like I want to make a toast at a fancy dinner bell, but there we go.
They just glared for a second. It's fine.
All right, so which one first?
Guest speaker.
Guest speaker, okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Boom.
You guys got the links? I forgot to grab it, but I put it in the Discord with the pinned comments.
Mm-hmm.
Grabbing. And everything froze.
Oh no. I'm waiting for mine to do that because I have so many tabs open. Okay.
No. It's not working for me. I cannot grab that link.
I'm looking at it. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Guest speaker application 2025. Oh God, 2025 makes me feel a little nauseous. I'm saying it out loud. All right, there we go.
Yay, it's open.
It's open. It's in the chat.
Awesome.
And it's live.
Tabs are life. Andy, couldn't have said it better myself. Kay's here. Kay's waving. Hello.
Hello. All right. I'm going to do speaker.
Sure. I got it ready. Joe says he's already applied.
Yep.
Wow, that's on the ball. All right. Speaker application.
First place.
Boom.
And it's open. Yay.
Yay. Eva even says the process is fun. Now, she might be talking about the volunteer process because she hasn't had to go through being an applicant. Or maybe she's talking about the proposal review process because she's been able to watch that as it happens, as it unrolls. It's fun. Oh, we do have a question. You mind answering this now? Rita says, I've considered applying, but I don't feel I have enough to be approved. Oh, what a familiar feeling, Rita. What besides time limits and minimum amount of subs is needed to qualify? A good idea.
Yep.
There's no limits on the subscriber count. If you are low on subscribers, fewer than 500, you can apply to be both a speaker and or a guest speaker. You can choose which one you want to apply to. So I would think it would be better, like if you've got one idea, apply to both. There are time limits. So figure out what would work for a 20-minute time slot versus one that can go a little longer. But I would do both because we've had some really great speaker applications in the past, and we would have made them guest speakers because it was so great. So, yeah.
Great question.
And keep in mind, if you have just that that minimum time slot of presentation, you have more time for the Q&A at the end.
Yeah, you don't have to take the full 50 minutes as a guest speaker. You can, the minimum is 20. You can stick with 20.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Is she now?
Oh, it's 25 minutes.
Excellent news.
It's 25 minutes. Sorry, I misspoke there on the guest speaker slot.
Half.
All right. I can talk about some updates from my end.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll just poke in before you go with, I just dropped the link for the Ko-fi fund. As you know, that's what we're using to cover costs, and we're in debt from last year. So if you can drop a tip, that will help Shannon's budget go back from the red to the black. We're at 18% now. So just spread a little love, maybe even spread it on your social medias if you want to say what a great job the conference is doing about bringing people together. Okay, Shannon's updates.
Do we want to answer Rita's question real quick? Because I think it's just a simple answer.
Yes.
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 Just an idea.
That's a good idea. So yes, and good thing that we just talked about, donating to Ko-fi or whatnot. So some of the updates to the website is that we do have a supporters page on there. So far, I've been able to add everyone who has donated through Ko-fi. So I've got them all on there, and I do try to link your name to something, to like your website or books or whatever it is that you want. And I should put that on the Ko-fi page. I just end up, text or sending a message through Ko-fi like, hey, what link do you want me to use? If I don't know which one. We do have a couple of giveaway partners who have already joined our giveaway program. So I need to get them on the website. They're not there yet. That was one of the things I was hoping to get done today, but I haven't got it on there yet. So in our last live stream, we said that we were going forward with an anthology, which is something that our audience has asked for like 2 years in a row now. And our team that we had put together, we lost one of our volunteers. And I was thinking that we probably just don't have enough right now. We need more people. If anyone else is interested in volunteering and being part of the anthology, and we're not going to revisit it again until next year. So right now it's tabled. The idea is tabled, but if we do have anyone who's interested, you can fill out the volunteer form. It does ask for you to, there's nothing on there that's for the anthology giveaway. I should put something on there in the form that says other, and then they can fill in the blank. So I could probably do that because we would need at least 1 or 2 more people to help out with the anthology so that I'm not freaking out of everything I'm doing. So
for 2026, yeah.
Yeah. Also, we are announcing that we're going to do a special design merch contest. So we will have a form. So anybody who wants to create a design for a special design, we had one last year that Kay made. It wasn't a contest last year. She just was interested in doing one, and it was so beautiful. So this is what she made. That's a sticker I got inked together. Yes, loved it.
Oh, cute.
So we got we had that made for this past year, and we thought it'd be kind of cool as an just community fun that we could have the special designs that people could submit whatever they want, and then we can make it, public, not the names to the designs, but, have a poll on the designs and, just to get people involved and excited about a special design. So there's going to be that. That's upcoming. We're working on that. There's other updates to the website. I've added the speaker page with with some of our guests, our special guest speakers on there. And then, that still needs to be updated more once we get more information, but I do have that on there. What else did I say? Oh, the merch page. So the merch shop is open. This year, I didn't put all the different designs of the colors for each product. I just put a picture for each product up and just said multiple colors available. Or more colors available. So you guys know that there's more colors available. At the moment, there is only just the same design, same products as last year. Or this year's 2024. There's a t-shirt, a couple t-shirts, a sweatshirt, a mug, a notebook. But I am looking into, and I've done some research. I just haven't picked one yet because I do get not that one. I do get the mugs every year from the AWC, but it's 11 ounces, and I don't use them because 11 ounces is too small for me. Hold on, you guys. I use this, so much different. Yeah, so I found a site that does the bigger ounces, and I found a couple. So I was going to do more. I done some research. I got the pages tabbed, but I'm going to go back, and so I'm going to get a bigger coffee cup on there. So I did put 11 ounce mug on the website this time, so that when I get the other one up, I'll put the difference. Whatever ounces that is. That way, if people want to buy a bigger one, they can. And then I have an idea for just a simple little other one. I don't know if I'll put it up there, but I don't know if you guys knew or if you guys remember from this past season, if you were able to go, but Brian Cohen, he talked about FOMO. No, he talked about JOMO, the joy of missing out instead of the fear of missing out. And I thought, well, it'd be kind of fun if we had something that had JOMO on there. I wrote it down. And I don't remember. Is it JOMO happens or no? JOMO something. I had a catchphrase, and I told them, and they thought it was good. I don't remember what it is now. So, but I have it written down somewhere. So I thought about doing something with that. Yeah. So some other things coming with the merch. But right now we do have just the ones up that we've had before. And then the giveaway program. Do you guys have a link for that? We do the giveaway program. Yeah, JOMO vibe. I love it. Oh, you did. You already had it. So the giveaway program is open to anybody and everybody. You do not have to be a speaker. You do not have to be a volunteer. You can just be someone in the community. And it can be as simple as a $5 gift card to Amazon, or it could be a book. It could be one of your books. It could be your course if you have courses, or coaching, or whatever it is you have. Anything that you want to donate to the AWC. We tried not to get the products ourselves. I think some of the companies we've worked with, they've given us the coupons, and we just pass the coupons on. But we will put you in touch with your giveaway winner to redeem whatever it is that you want to do. But yeah, we're open to whatever you guys want to support with the giveaway program. That is kind of the incentive to get people to give feedback on the presenters, their presentations. So we can see how we can do the conference better. The presenters can get some feedback on how they've done, or what people may be still wanting, or whatever. So I think that's all of my stuff.
Yeah. Andy's going to stick with the small mugs. I'm sure he's using it with those little baby hands too, right? That's the way you do the small mugs. I like it. The JOMO vibe, says Eva. Oh my gosh. Joe is pulled the trigger. Be
On
like
it.
Joe, everybody. Six Cats is on the ball. Love it. Eva will give stuff away. Oh my gosh. Children's book author. There you go.
Yes.
Did I open a can? Did I open a can? Awesome. All right, so those are updates. We've got time for a pitch session for a bit. So we've already got an application, and I will note the vol call, which is right here. I saw Shelly Wrights just wrote in to say, I'd like to volunteer with the anthology. So we're not going to be doing that for next year's conference, but we will be doing it for the next year's, said Shanon.
No. I meant we would revisit it next year, that we could still do it for 2025, but we're not going to. Even when I met with the anthology team, we were like, well, we can't really do anything right now. We'll do it next year.
Oh, okay. So starting earlier, but having more time to do it for 2025.
Because what we were thinking was that we might get a theme out of like which speakers are going to be speaking. And if we do see a theme, we might, because we want to put a theme to the anthology. And if we can find something in the speakers' presentations that those who are picked, then we would use that theme. So we really couldn't do anything more until we get the speakers in place.
Okay. Well, Shelly just wrote in to volunteer, and we didn't have that other option. But now that we know we're in the mix, I will contact Shelly and ask. I guess I'll put her in touch with whoever else wants to work on the anthology. So Shannon can maybe be the contact for that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you, Shelly. Joe says, I've been planning this session since last AWC. Also, read some ebooks. Excellent.
I love that.
We got some support. You got this, buddy. Heather's saying, I've done volunteering for an anthology before. Wink, wink.
Does that mean you're volunteering?
The link is in the chat if you want to be a volunteer. I'll just have to figure out how to go live. Yeah, it's a bit trickier.
I would suggest doing some practice ones ahead of time.
You've gone live before. I did. Apparently, I have no memories. That's kind of how it hits some people. You go into a session and like it's a blur until afterwards. You wake up a little dazed. That's okay. Practice begets consciousness, let's say. Hit the like button with all the baby hands. Thank you. Thank you. The Six Cats things makes no sense. That's his press name, so that's his channel name. No, Six. That's his channel name, I think.
Well, it's a Six Cats Press. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, there we go. We're there. We're on the same page. Excellent. Any other ideas? So pitch session time means like you have an idea, but you think it might not be big enough.
Let's Jomo. That's what I was thinking. I knew I wrote it down somewhere, but I couldn't remember where I wrote it down.
I'm seeing a pogo stick to go with that as a visual for some reason. I don't know.
Maybe like it's close to jump?
Yeah. So in the 2025 guide, Shannon has actually got the list of ideas to get your brainstorming. I'm just going to like pull random ones off of here. Direct sales for indie authors. I definitely know people who are interested in direct sales and several people who have tried it. Yeah. People, I'll call indie might be a good one to look for an example of. So that's one you can talk about. What else have we got? We've got dialogue and character. We've got scientific facts shaping poems. That seems very specific. I know we had poets last year, then that was really cool. A really cool addition. So like poetry is definitely popular. I guess we can take out Kindle Vella from this list, number 26.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Kindle Vella got canceled, so no more about that.
But there's still Later Press, Ream,
Patreon.
Yeah, there's other versions.
Patreon.
It's just not in the Amazon empire anymore. Yay.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, what else do we have? Keeping up with the chat here.
Nice.
Six Cats Press is named for my 6 little friends, the fuzzy assholes most of the time, but I love them. Yes, we concur. Oh, yeah. Okay. No worries. We're all on the same page, Eva. And Joe says, I already submitted, but planning to use Rachel Aaron's 2K to 10K technique and show how to use it and how I reach 10K words a day. Writing. Oh my gosh. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there another one that talks about 10K a day or something like that? I read his book. I think we did a podcast episode on it.
The person you're trying to think of.
Yeah, the author. He's a well-known author, Derek Murphy.
Oh, he has indie in his title. Is it? I remember Derek Murphy because he's where I get my free barcodes. He's imprinted from like his like really open source approach and really helpful to indie authors. I can't remember.
I do all my 3D book books from his site.
Oh, the
He said-
mock-ups? Yeah.
mock-ups
He had a
for
whole
free.
bunch of free mock-ups back
Yep.
in the day before Canva. Yeah. I like it too.
Oh, that's right. Chris Fox is 5K a day, not 10K. Oh, it's Chris Fox. Why was I thinking Derek Murphy then?
Oh, I don't
I
know.
was wrong. I'm sorry. Too many names in the head.
Andy's gonna have a think. There you go. Kindle Vella, How to Pivot When Things Go South. That's a good title. That's a good
Yeah.
title. That's what we're looking for. Serial fiction. Is it going to work in Western culture beyond fanfic? Ooh, I
That's
love
a
that.
good one.
You can really dig into it.
If no one does that, I'm going to take that and put that in next year's AWC packet.
There you go. That's good, Eva. And he says Chris Fox, 5K a day. Yeah. Or
That's what I was
or
thinking of.
something.
Why
Yeah.
did I think Derek Murphy? I don't know why.
Oh, Eva has a question. Will there be books or political style topics? So does it come under writing and publishing? I was actually thinking about ethical issues for authors and not ethical plagiarizing or whatever Andy's first title was, like ethical spying. I mean,
Ethical spying, yeah.
yeah, ethical issues for authors, like where your values are and what decisions you have to make in business. And like, there's a lot of those. So that's what I was thinking of. If anyone is interested in that, drop me a line. We can make
Might
it
do
a
a
group
panel.
thing. That'd be
Yeah.
fun.
That almost goes along with the lines of one of your lives, Margaret, with
Critical reading.
yeah. I remember
Yeah, that's
that.
more of BookTube side. So this would be like
But-
the Authortube take on it.
But
Yeah.
you can bring that in because authors have to read, and especially if it's something that's ethical, something that is grounded in real world, we should be doing research into it and reading other people and what they're saying so we can comment in our own work about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably, for the AWC, I'd probably want to keep it more of an author focus.
Probably.
Yeah, if I was going to expand upon it or something on my channel, I could do that too.
Yeah.
Morals in publishing. Isn't that a what's that called? Paradox?
Oxymoron?
Oxymoron. Yeah. Ooh, morals in writing content too. Whose stories do you tell and when is something over the line? That's good. Yeah, these are really juicy topics.
Yeah.
We've got a lot more.
Anything with dragons?
Anything with dragons. Do I have the little dragon still?
I just got a book. I didn't bring it back here, but it's called Dragonology, and it has like all the different dragons from around the world, and like even like and it's like little pop-ups on all the pages. It's beautifully illustrated.
I have
Yes.
that one too.
You have it too?
I could literally run into the other room and grab it.
It's a red book.
Where it's at right now.
Do we want to go grab it?
I'll be right back.
Yeah. If you got something you love that's making you love writing, like, yeah, make that a thing.
Yes. Or what about because there are a lot of people who like, am I a writer? Well, do you write words?
Yeah. What's the line? What's the definition?
You don't have to publish to be a writer.
Shelly loves that book. Has that book too. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
How do I not have that book? It'll go in my collection.
$45. I found it on Amazon on a special for 17 something. So I grabbed it.
Nice.
I think somebody got me this as a gift, and I don't know where they got it. But I also have others from this series, by the way.
Yeah, I know there's other
There's
ones.
a series.
Yeah, it's
What
a
else
series.
is in the
of them.
series? Is it like
I have
other fantastical?
wizardology and vampirology.
Oh, okay. So
There's
other
also, like,
fantastical creatures.
Egyptology, and they're very fun.
There's all these like little things in them.
Beautiful.
There's like
And
little booklets, like there's a squishy thing with fake scales.
it's like the dragon, and then it shows the insides, layer of muscles. I think it's so cool. The bones.
Wow. It's cool. It's like a science discovery book. You could really fool a child into thinking that they exist by getting them that book.
Well, it's how I found out about this. I saw 2 different YouTubers talking about it, and the second one said, I read this book and I knew dragons had to be real. And he was like 7, and he says, it took me a long time to realize dragons were not real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kay's
I don't
laughing.
have
Hear
all
you.
of I don't have all of my books in my office yet, but I have 2 copies of the Dragon Riders of Pern, and it has all of the illustrations and everything. It's like mostly illustrations
Nice.
of the dragons.
Yeah, Joe's in with the Pern Dragon Riders. Me too. They're pretty awesome. Manali is one
Yes.
of my OG book loves for sure. Kay says, here I am using D&D books on dragons. Yeah, gotta get the program.
Mhm.
Upgrade. Joe's got another totally different idea, defining success. What is successful to you? Is it writing, having readers, selling lots? Selling lots. Okay.
Oh.
I was thinking of lottery. Making money. Yeah, that's a good one.
The Dragonology is not $40. It was $29.99. It's a 40% discount at $17.98 right now.
Oh, gotcha. So Eva says, spends all money on books. Pretty much. It's your fault.
Oh, a Piratology one too? Ooh.
Yeah, there are so many of them. Eventually, I'm probably going to end up with all of them. That's a problem.
Yeah, on the success topic, Joe says, knowing what your success is directly impacts how you write and what you choose to prioritize. That's very important. I like that a lot.
And also add in not comparing yourself to others who are doing the same thing you're doing.
Yeah. Or doing it in a very strategic way. I think the Spa Girls had an episode not too long ago that was about how do you, benchmark yourself and measure against your own growth, but also like strategically look around, look at covers, look at what other people are doing, but not, use that to measure your own worth. Important. Fairies, ghosts, pirates. I just wrote a really good pirate fantasy. Oh, and I'm going to forget the title. Yeah. I don't normally go for pirates, but this one was excellent. Comparison is the death of creativity. The quote that I know is comparison is the thief of joy, which I think is also apt, but I like this. Shocked Pikachu. Oh. Yeah, agreeing with Kay's structure. Yeah. Agree. Well, these are some good suggestions. And again, I invite you to go to the 2025 AWC guide, which has a whole page of like 50 plus. And, the Kindle Vella one is probably the only one that doesn't work anymore, but that'll definitely get your brain started. And we invite you, now that the applications are open, November 15th. How much time do you have, everyone?
60 days.
60
days.
Yes. So definitely get those brain gears moving. Any other questions? Devon, if you see any.
Anita just came in.
Anita's here.
Woohoo!
YouTube be clowning.
YouTube has been showing me notifications for my channel recently and not showing me for those people I watch like almost every day. I'm like, what?
The only email notifications I get now are from my streams. No one else's.
Weird.
Yeah. We do have a question.
Maybe it's part of their not showing you mentions and like the community thing being reorganized and erasing everything except for like 5 years ago. There's a whole bunch of mess happening in the back end.
Yeah. I had to go back and refollow some people because I went to their pages and I'm like, this is why I haven't been seeing them.
That happened for a YouTube channel. I don't remember which one, but yesterday I went to a YouTube channel. I was like, I know I was subscribed to this YouTube channel. What happened?
Yeah, I've had that happen on Instagram too. So I think it's social media glitches just happening to make you unsure. Like I'll see a post and I'll like it, and maybe I'll even comment on it, and then I'll see it again later and it's not liked, and I'm like,
yeah, that happens to me a lot.
What is happening here? Yeah. What you got?
I was laughing at Rita's comment. Yeah.
I already know I'm streaming. Yeah. Again, this reminds me of the Renee Zellweger quote. Don't piss on my leg and tell me it's raining. Rhiannon is here. Hello.
Hi.
All right. I think that's it. Are you ready, Kat, to talk about some awards?
Yes. Okay. Let me go to my tab with my script here. Let's see if I can do this. So this has apparently been brought up a couple of times over a couple of years that people would like to see Authortube Writing Conference awards. And we were going to try and do it last year, but it was too close to the date when we started to work on it. But AWC awards will be happening for 2025. And I'm very excited to be part of the awards masterminds with Shanon and Elaine. So they're actually going to happen. We are going to start small this year. We're going to go for about 10 awards across several things. But before I continue, I want to make it known and stated, this is for fun. Don't feel any pressure to earn one of these awards. It's supposed to be a fun way to engage with the audience, presenters, and the volunteers, and to recognize the things that everybody enjoys about the conference. So that's the big thing there. So I did say that we're aiming at 10 awards this year. These will actually be for speakers and / presenters, as well as the volunteers, and even an audience award, which I think is going to be fun to do. So we're aiming for 5 awards for the speakers / presenters, 4 awards for volunteers, and 1 for the audience this year. We're starting really small because it's our first time and we want to see how it goes. But we're also going to be asking you, the audience, for some help with some of the award ideas. Between myself, Shanon, and Elaine, we have a list going, but we want more ideas to start with. And if they don't show up this year, they could show up the next year on the awards list. So if you have any ideas for AWC awards ideas, please feel free to share them over in the Discord. There is a channel labeled AWC Awards. It's under the Suggestions tab. I don't know if it's a tab or category. Maybe it's a category. I think it's a category. But there's an AWC's channel in there where you can share some ideas. We've already got some amazing ideas from others in there as well. So for presenter and speaker ideas, please share there. If you are uncomfortable with Discord, Shanon will eventually be making us a Google form where you can share some ideas there as well. If you have an idea now and you don't want to wait for a Google form, you can email the AWC email with the subject heading of AWC Award Ideas. But Shanon did say that she'd be making a Google form, or the Discord is an open option, which I know that I'm going to be regularly going in there to try and pull those ideas and get them onto our sheet. Scrolling. So what's essentially going to happen is we're going to collect as many of those ideas as we can, and then myself, Shanon, and Elaine are going to go through, select which ones we each individually like, and then we're going to basically discuss and gamble with which ones we want to actually do this year. So some quick examples from what we have already done, just so you know kind of where we're coming from with the ideas. So like speakers and presenter awards would be things most creative vocabulary used by presenter would be something like the Thesaurus Rex Award, which I really enjoyed some of the titles Shanon had come up with. Things like best visuals, fan favorite slides, or inside jokes based on previous conferences type awards, stuff like that. So there's various options there. The volunteer awards, again, the Discord, please share there. If you have ideas and suggestions, we've already got some suggestions from other volunteers, which have been amazing suggestions. We want to recognize the volunteers who help make the conference possible. They help things run so smoothly with putting in time to promote the conference, to moderate the conference. Some ideas from that, we had... I have the wrong tab open on Discord for that. So just some ideas that have already been shared with us are most likely to inspire you to greatness, tech support guru, heart of the AWC. So that one would be someone that embodies the spirit and values of the AWC as a volunteer. As well as we would be having an audience award, which did we already decide which one we were doing, Shannon, for that one?
Yeah, I wrote it down. We did. We came up with one.
Yeah, so we've already picked that one.
Best fan.
Okay.
No. Yeah, that was audience. Yeah, that's audience one, right?
Or was it frequent flyer?
Oh, frequent. Okay, I wrote both of those down. I thought
Kevin
I
is a
put star
star.
next to best fan.
Okay.
Because I think we were like first best. I just scratched it out. We had best cheerleader, best hype man, best
We were
something
trying to
else.
figure out a word that was neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we went with best fan, but frequent flyer. I don't mind. I love alliteration. So.
But we would love more ideas beyond what we have already collected amongst ourselves so that we can build on it in the future and select for this year as well. And then what it actually is going to be currently, it's going to be like a virtual little certificate, like, you know, your completion certificate for like the writing challenge type things. Elaine is going to be awesome, and she's working on some rough drafts for that. So again, this is supposed to be fun, a way for engagement. It's a no pressure thing.
Just so you know how meaningful these are, I still have this from what year is this? I don't know. Like within the last 10 years sometime. It's a sticker and I can't bear to use it because I'm like too proud of it.
Eva put together both the best fan and frequent flyer to be frequent flyer fan of 2025.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to working on this and doing this, and I believe they will be once we get it all figured out, we will be presenting that during the same stream as the
it's going to be during Devon's stream.
Monday
Did we talk? Yeah, the Monday. I wrote that down. I don't remember. Devon, you can say the name of your stream.
Manic Monday.
There you go. Yep, Manic. So I don't know if we talked about it on air. I feel like we did talk about it, but we didn't have names yet. So for the conference for next year, Thursday, we're going to be on Margaret's channel. Looking forward to the presenters that are up and coming. Did you name it anything yet? No. And then on Monday following the AWC, we're going to be on Devon's channel to talk about, it's Manic Monday. We're going to discuss the people who won the giveaways, and then we'll do the awards during that time.
Nice.
The awards would be a separate form. We will be making an entirely separate form because the audience will be voting on the presenters and speakers. That is what the audience will be voting for. Volunteers, I believe, is how we said it, for the volunteers to vote amongst themselves.
And is that the same for, I think it's volunteers also voting on the audience award, because
I believe so, yes.
Especially like the moderators who they'll be in all the different streams, that they'll know who's doing what. So
who's the frequentest flyer?
Nice.
That's all I have on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I like that. Literary luminary. Fastest comment reader. Eva's nominating herself for this prize. That's an easy one. Oh, that's great. Yeah, and Joe was pointing out we should have an Authortube community book award or something to recognize and boost each other. And, you know, that's kind of what the AWC is. It's trying to like lift up people who are trying to start community. So the awards microcosm within the AWC is like that sort of filtering mechanism. So hopefully we have lots of people participating and happy to boost each other.
And I would just say, I mean, I don't know if this was like something outside for that comment, if this would be outside of the AWC, because he said book award on that comment. So we would want to be inclusive. So if we have a book award, we'd want definitely one for a writer, because not all writers have books out. So we want to try and be as inclusive as possible. But if it's outside the AWC, you go right ahead and do it. Yeah.
We had a couple more ideas come in. So Heather was talking about ideas with working with editors as an editor herself. So discerning good feedback from bad feedback, how line editors change your work without changing your voice, or how to get them to do that, maybe.
Maybe you should, or
yeah, that would be good. We had Eva putting in learn to ask the right questions, beta readers, critique readers, and editor relationships. I like that one too.
Yeah.
So yeah, some good ideas here. So I hope people will watch this on the replay and, maybe like start thinking about it and get on those nominations. In terms of volunteering, so we did hear that there's going to be some stuff that's not on the form. So if you have specific ideas, either about the anthology or the awards, or, you may have thought, oh, well, this awards idea was great. That wasn't on the form. That's because it's in Discord. So we are encouraging people to use that link to join the Discord. There's lots of fun things in there in terms of sharing, getting the word out, and knowing what's going to happen. You get to be on the inside a little bit. So that's just sort of part of the fun. And we do still have room for more moderators. So I think we've got lots of good people already signed up for proposal reviewing, which is great. And street team, we've got solid, but you can always use more because that's just reaching more micro audiences. But moderators are the thing that we really want to make sure we have probably 3 times as many as we always see. So you can talk to people who've done it before. They'll tell you it's not that scary. We'll hammer out some of the vaguenesses that we had last year so that it's a little bit smoother of a process, and make sure that we're taking people's input into account when we do that. Kat and Kay are going to be the volunteer coordinators to help make that happen. And they've got some great ideas about how to make it a much more robust process, which is very exciting. So yes, vol call indeed.
And I would say, I think I say it every live stream, but for those that are being moderators, it's a great time to connect to your favorite creators. Because you may not ever have that same connection again. If they're looking for a moderator, it's first come, first serve, or it has been in the past. I don't know, Margaret, if you guys are planning on changing that up. It's totally up to you guys how you want to do it. But in the past, it's been first come, first serve. So as soon as the form opened, or the form opened to show all the speakers who want a moderator, you just get in there as soon as you can, pick who you want. And you'll know who the speakers are ahead of time before you open that up. So you can and you can be like, I really want to go to that one, or I want to connect with that creator, or whatever. So
right. Don't be shy. Everybody sing. I like that. Building community. Rita likes Heather's topic. Sounds like great perspective. Joe needs an editor session on how to use Word with an editor without wanting to pay Microsoft a subscription. I think that topic has snuck into other people's past presentations in terms of what tools to use on a low budget. So I don't know that that's in the title necessarily, but you could probably maybe find a little bit of that in previous years. But that's a great topic.
And something that we talked about in my live stream this morning, Devon and I, we were like ideas here. This would be a great topic for someone to talk about if they have any ideas of how to do it. Yeah, I left out that too. You could find people who have those skill sets. Like Heather is an editor, so it doesn't have to be Heather, but if you know someone who works as an editor or has worked as an editor, maybe they edit your book, and whatever your skill set is, you offer that in kind. So you could, that would be something really cool to talk about, because I don't think we really talk about that in the author community too much. And that has really,
the barter economy.
Yeah. Because that can help save, especially indie authors. We don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So.
Joe's point about moderating is a great go. You end up seeing things you wouldn't otherwise have. I got to see some neat stuff I would have missed otherwise. Hey, can't wait to dig into it. Awesome. Rita enjoyed moderating. Do it again for sure. We started traveling that weekend the second year. I enjoyed it the first year. It's another travel weekend for me in 2025. Yeah. Scheduling, time zones, blah. Eva's got another idea, building community versus building a fan base. Ooh, there's a difference. Do you know it? Topic idea. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that. I don't know what we'll do with these starred comments, but I like that, so I'm giving it a star. Bartering is an excellent way to help each other. Totally.
Mhm.
And it also works after the collapse of civilization. So, you know, doom proof.
Practice in.
Doom proof. I love barter economy. Yes. If you've ever been to one of Mama Maggie's lives and you heard her talk about her goats and her chickens, like she is part of the barter economy. I love it. Yeah. Cool. Good topic idea. Yep.
Yeah.
Got some agreements. I love playing in Canva. Eva says, hit me up if you want a pretty something. I like it.
For the bartering.
For the bartering. Yeah. Sweet. Who has a database of what authors do what things? That's not All Call Indie, right?
Most of the freelancers on All Call Indie are authors themselves.
Okay, so maybe that is what I'm thinking of. Like that's the place where you can put something where it's like, here's what I do, and not just here are my services, contact me to pay, but also like if you want to do a swap, like why not?
Although I don't know how I would feel like if I was trying to find like an editor and I went on there, I wouldn't want to like contact an editor and be like, hey, I don't want to pay you. Can we do bartering instead? I mean, I wouldn't be saying that way, but that's basically what I'm saying, you know?
Yeah.
It would be nice if we had like a separate database that people who are willing to consider bartering.
Yeah.
Well, you know, there's specific applications for people who need research for their books. So maybe the airline industry would come into that. Maybe it would fall into that category. Like
another thing I would say, oh, sorry.
I was going to say there's people who do that specifically. There's actually courses for people who write thrillers for like how the FBI works, how weapons work, how like, you know, the autopsies work and like how you can talk about that so it doesn't sound like you don't know what you're talking about. So maybe someone would need that for the airline industry.
I would also say there's always beta reading. You can always, almost all of us can beta read. We might have our genres that we like or dislike, so it might be a little bit in there.
Well, I can tell you that Heather started off as my beta reader and turned into my sensitivity reader. She's a fantastic help, by the way. So the beta readers do have specifics that specifics isn't the term I'm trying to think of course.
Niches, maybe.
Niches, yes.
Yeah, maybe we could make that a Discord category channel.
Like a barter Discord.
Yeah, people who want to volunteer for it.
In the AWC Discord?
Yeah.
Or, oh, okay.
Maybe.
Cool.
Yeah, Rita says you could change the verbiage a little, make it more clear what you're looking for. Looking for barter. I can do a dev edit. I need 3 covers. Yeah, something like that. It sounds an awful lot like early days Craigslist. Anyone else remember early days Craigslist with me?
I still have a kitchen table and chairs I got from Craigslist years and years ago. So
nice. I still have experiences from Craigslist I have up here. They might end up in a novel in the future. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, Jeff says he can do the military. And he's got an engagement with Dr. Andy. I don't know if that means self-pub with Andy. Maybe. But yeah, it's great. People are already making these ties, forming these ties. It's great. So yeah, that's the vol call. The link is in the chat. Devon wanted us to close with a special something. Is that right?
Yes.
Do you have any other questions? Last call for questions, and then we can wrap up. Yeah. The military discussion might be a long time in the future. AWC mini meetups in Discord where you discuss certain topics for in between conferences, ideas for after this next conference. That could happen before. I like that. Yeah. Related to the airline industry, right? Which you know. Yeah. Rita's laughing at my Craigslist. Oh boy. Yeah. Watch too much true crime. Yeah. I have heard the stories. Yeah. Definitely worth putting in a novel sometime. Yeah.
All right. Are we ready for outros?
Sure.
Yeah.
You go first, Margaret.
Okay, we'll go backwards the way we did counterclockwise. I'm Margaret PINARD. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm going to put the banner up before I forget. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully this helped start your gears for those AWC applications. The countdown is on. You've got 60 days. Again, doesn't have to be long. It's just come up with a good idea, research it, and tell us now what you intend to do and get us hooked. I have a book coming out in 2 weeks on November 30th, and you can pre-order now at bit.ly/pre-order-orla/ebook. Sorry. So that is what is taking up all of my brain space at the moment, getting that book out and attending my first event where I can sell for the first time since the pandemic, which is going to be amazing. So hopefully I'll see you over on my YouTube channel at Margaret PINARD.
I didn't write one of these down. I'm worse at outros than I am at intros. I'm found at Cat's Chaos Cafe in random places.
Any wins?
I managed to do an injection by myself yesterday. My mom was emotional support, but I was able to actually do it and not have her have to do it.
Well done. Well done.
And I'm Shannon. Have a YouTube channel. My next thing coming up is my Kickstarter, which is going to probably kick off like end of February into March. I kind of want to start in February because it's the month of love and I write fantasy romance, but March is a better time to run a Kickstarter. So I think I'm gonna do a crossover between end of February into March. So to kind of capture it both. So yeah, looking forward to that. The book goes to my editors in January. So I'm hopefully that'll be yeah. And the link is down below in the description box. Hopefully we can get Margaret's link down there too, so that if anyone wants to get her book, it's there to go grab it. So because I'm thinking about me and I'm like, I'll probably click off and forget to click on your book. And then I'll have to wait for the live stream to finish
cycle because the live chat will be gone.
Yeah, it'll be gone.
It's like Snapchat. It's like really like Snapchat, actually. You have to wait 24 hours. It's the reverse.
To get it back. And my win is tonight I get to sleep. So I've been in bed. I just cannot sleep. And I think it's because I was just really nervous for this live stream. So I get really nervous doing lives. And then this is the big one, right? We have an announcement and I'm going to start crying here, but I'm very, very grateful to all of you guys who are here, who are helping out, volunteers, Margaret, Devon, you guys are awesome partners to work with, and Kat and all the other volunteers. Thank you so much.
All right, everyone. My name is Devon, and my big win is I'm almost done writing book 3. Woo! And book 2 and book 3 are part of a duology, so I'm trying to figure out how I can get them published either at the same time or at least close together. So I'll have something solid in my next newsletter. If you want to sign up for my newsletter, it's once a month. Description, or the link is down in the description. So yeah, I do sprints on Wednesdays and Fridays and attempting to post a video every Monday night or Tuesday morning. Don't hold me to that, but I'll try.
Possible Kickstarter, right? With your 2 books?
Possible Kickstarter, yes. I'm the kind of person that I have to have at least everything down first before I start tweaking it. And I don't have everything down quite yet. But details in my newsletter next month. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for coming out to see us. And yep, we're getting close to the top of the hour. I think this is our longest update.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm doing the
buttons. And